Weston has huge separation anxieties from Doyle. If I have to take Doyle away from Weston, Weston will lose his mind.
I really want to see if Weston really does have separation anxiety. So I'm going to do a setup where Linda takes Doyle out of the house, and I want to see how Weston reacts. Okay.
It's okay, buddy.
Ooh.
It's okay. Westy.
Wow.
This is pretty standard for what he does.
Wow.
I know, buddy, I know.
Wow, that's anxiety.
Yeah.
I was really shocked by the severity of Weston's separation anxiety. He was beside himself. He was panicking, and that was awful to see. He's a nervous ninny.
Yeah.
When Doyle goes away, I think it's just a panic. We got to get on top of this. Separation anxiety is a very, very difficult behavior to treat. There are no quick fixes. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Scott Amsell. I'm a small animal practitioner. I've got a wide variety of experiences with species ranging from zoo animals to dogs and cats. Victoria has asked me to come here today to give a medical opinion on Weston's separation anxiety. Do you know his background before he was in the shelter?
We know Linda's sister found him and another small dog running the streets.
I see.
She's the one that took him into the pound. We put up signs, couldn't find the owner.
Right, right.
But he did seem very attached to that other little dog.
I see. Okay, well, that could be an issue.
All right, what we can do then, Ryan, is if you stay here and if you don't mind Linda taking Doyle out, and then we will see what Weston does.
Sit.
As soon as Doyle even begins to look like he's going out the door, Weston starts to become hypervigilant. As soon as he goes out the door, Weston actually has almost a full-blown panic attack.
Westy, it's okay.
I think Dr. Amsell was shocked, just as I was, and just stressed to see a dog being so panicked. It's quite distressing, isn't it, when you see that?
Well, it's seeing a dog in tremendous emotional distress.
Yeah.
And it's not a pretty sight.
Okay, it's okay.
Come on.
Now that he's observed Weston's anxiety firsthand, Dr. Amsell is ready to give his assessment.
Dogs actually can experience grief, and it's very possible that Weston, when he goes to the shelter and boom, his buddy's taken away, that's a traumatic thing. And that's not anthropomorphizing. They have emotions too. And now he is having almost like a post-traumatic stress response because the same thing is happening over again. What we need to try and do is cut that off at the pass. So I definitely think he would benefit tremendously from medication.
I didn't think Weston's behavior was that severe. I was very surprised.
Medication should never be given alone. This is a support to behavior modification. And it's vital that the two be done together.
Are we going to see any changes in his demeanor or personality?
Ideally, no. We don't want to see that.
Overall, we really love Weston the way he is. We like his temperament, we like his demeanor.
I think Linda and Ryan are a little skeptical. Ryan's worried that medication is going to dampen Weston's personality. But if it's administered carefully and correctly, there should be no change in his personality whatsoever. It just dampens the panic down.
When Doyle leaves, he's having the same kind of response that you and I would have if something traumatic happened in our lives. He's having a panic attack, and I think he would benefit greatly from that.
Whatever you need.
If we can help him. It makes me sad to think that, Weston's going through that much trauma. Bottom line is, we love him, we want what's best for him. So if Dr. Amsell feels that we need to put him on some sort of medication, then that's what we'll do.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
What concerns me the most is I don't want him to change. I want him to be the same dog that I know and I love so much.
Now that Weston is getting the medical treatment he needs, Victoria wants to begin training him to be more independent of Doyle.
When you had taken Doyle out, previously to me coming here, Weston had got so anxious, you took him for a walk. And it was on that walk that he was able to expel his energy and to calm down. I want to use this information that you've given me and see if we can't do some kind of management behavior modification plan, whereby if you know that Doyle is going to go to the veterinarian, or if you know that he's going to be away for a certain amount of time, that before he's taken out, Weston's taken out by himself.
Okay.
He might go crazy again, I don't know. But let's just try it. Let's get his leash on and we're just gonna go.
Okay.
All right?
Let's go.
Come on then. I don't know if this is going to work, because Weston still could be very, very stressed when he comes back in the house and realizes Doyle's not there, but it's worth a try.
Westy. Stay right here with me.
Now this is pretty telling. There's a lot to deal with barking dogs on either side.
It's okay.
That's it.
Leave it.
When Weston's outside, he is a little bit nervy. He's a bit frightened of what's going to come at him. So I wanted to do some focus work with Weston and do some commands to see if he can focus on anything else except the scary environment around him. Hey, hi. Good boy, sit. Good boy. That's the focus I want, thank you. Good, let's go, good. All of this, refocusing his mind, it's so important. So if you take the leash, make him sit, lie down whenever you want.
Okay.
Get that relationship going out on a walk.
Sit. Good. Good boy.
Good, lovely. Get that focused, lovely. Okay.
While they were out, Victoria had Linda take Doyle on a walk to see how Weston reacts when he gets home.
On the way back, this is where I was starting to get a little worried that Weston was going to freak out.
Is he gonna be as stressed out? I hope not. Let's go. In the past, Weston has always freaked out when he's not around Doyle. So I don't know what's gonna happen when we take him back into the house. All right, killer.
Okay, come here. Come here. Sit. Good.
Good. All right. Lovely. Now he's probably gonna go get some water.
Yeah, that's usually the...
Hi. Now what's he gonna do? Let's sit on the sofa, shall we? Hi. Good boy.
Good boy, West.
See what a difference this is. It really is Doyle being taken away before him that he cannot cope with. I like this.
I really fully expected him to run around the house looking for Doyle, at least for a little while. But he really kind of just one loop, not really worrying about it.
I feel really good because I had a hunch that Weston was going to be a lot more chilled out, and I was proved right. It's a start.
He's just a completely different dog from before when Doyle was gone. He was a maniac. Now he acts like any other day when Doyle's in the other room or something. It's a big transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria Stilwell has left Ryan and Linda alone for a few days to see how well they do on their own. It's time for Linda and Ryan to give Weston his anti-anxiety medicines.
I can totally tell the difference when Weston gets his medicine and when he doesn't.
Yeah, no, it's definitely helped him a lot.
Did you know I did a little experiment where I took him off it for like a day?
You mean the day that you forgot to give it to him?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
I intentionally did not give it to him because I wanted to see if it was the medication, because the first day it was fine when we forgot it. And then the same thing with the following day. I decided not to give it to him so I could see how he would react.
Oh, Linda, you cannot change the administration of medication without consulting a professional first. That could be really dangerous for Weston.
I could tell, like, when I walked him, the anxieties were coming back.
I really need to get back there before they do some serious damage to Weston. The medication. You forgot one time, the next day you thought, oh, I'm not gonna do it, see how he is. Why did you do that?
Ryan and I had talked about it. I was like, well, how long should he be on medication? Obviously, we don't want to keep it up for a long period of time.
Missing a dose of medication is one thing because you forget, but not giving it the next day because you think the dog seems fine just after a couple of doses is really highly detrimental to the dog. I told you that it takes around 2 to 3 weeks for the medication to get to a level where it's of some benefit. Don't miss a dose. He's not going to be on it for the rest of his life. Don't just one day yes and one day no. So you're dealing chemicals in here. There are still some things I want to do with you, so let's get to work, all right? Come on, my love. I want to change Weston's nervous energy into positive energy, and for this I'm going to use an interactive game. Come over here. I had Doyle stay outside,
Weston.
and I had Ryan bring Weston in. I wanted to give Weston something else to do, refocus his mind when he's away from Doyle. I'm going to put a treat here and close it halfway. Let's see if he can. Good. Push it with your nose. That's what we like. Lovely. Here. Now I'm going to completely cover it and see if he can. Hey, good. Good. There you go. Weston picked up the game very, very quickly. I bet that, along with the physical exercise, is really going to help Weston's nervousness. Ryan, would you just come down here, just change, oh, yeah, actually, just there, if that's all right, and just put a couple of treats. Engaging with your dog, playing him again, encouraging, telling him good boy.
You ready? Okay. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, it's great if we can use the toy that Victoria brought to wear Weston's brain out to the point where he's not wanting to destroy things in the backyard. That's fantastic.
Being able to work with him away from Doyle, to be able to do this a couple of times a day, 5 minutes per time, is so important because it's giving the dog the experience of being away. And that is all helping with the anxiety. You guys have been fantastic, and I just want to say, keep up the good work. Of course, you have your frustrations, but at the end of the day, your dog's welfare is benefiting now from what you've done. And I just hope that your family can exist in more harmony. Okay?
Thank you so much for all your help.
Yeah, thank you very much for
You're
all your
welcome.
Good boy.
We've continued Weston on his medication, and he's doing outstanding.
He's so much more calm. He can handle it when Doyle leaves. He's fine with it.